Well, Coach, given the emotional week that Brad Marchand has
Yeah.
had, what can you say of his performance in tonight's game?
That's a tough week he went through. He hit the ice this morning for the first time in a week, and then he's something. I mean, to be able to play the way he did, but he's just so impactful in every game. Scores the first one, and then of course the game winner for us. So special guy.
Sam Reinhart, 300 career goals. You always talk about his hockey IQ.
Yeah.
Saw it on that play there, but just what makes him such a special goal scorer?
His shot is really underrated. I know, but just the quickness to be able to get the right angle on it. But he changes his shot. Sometimes they're heaters. Sometimes he picks a spot. I mean, he's got fantastic eyes. He sees the game very well, but he picks his spots.
How'd you like that game tonight? A little gritty kind of game?
No, I thought in the things that we're trying to get better at, we were much better at. I think we're at about 6.5 minutes of offensive zone time, and that would be our best number of the year. We still got lots of work to do, but we saw some pieces. We got more sustained pressure. Shot selection we got to work on a little bit. I think we passed up clearly some ones that we should have shot, but at the same time, there were some plays there. But we've spent some time here in the last week and a half kind of going back to prior to the Pittsburgh game, but into the Pittsburgh game where our offensive game has needed a push because things aren't going like I think we're about 31st or 32nd in the league for actual to expected. It's just not going. And that's fine, but there's some things we can work on with that, and we have, and we're starting to see it. So hopefully that'll be the start of a push for us to start putting some more pucks in the net.
Sorry. And Sam Bennett, obviously off to a rough start. He goes to the net and is able to cash in.
But Sam has also, had his career year in a year where he had 2 months where the puck didn't go for him as well. So the defensive parts of his game are right. He's got, he's not a lot of experience in goal scoring on his line with him right now. I just need him to hold water a little bit above that, and he'll be his game is actually better than the stats tell you it is. I mean, the minus, he's got 4 empty netters on him, hanging on that minus. So, but it doesn't matter. He's a very proud man, and he works really hard. He needs the puck to go in for him. So we're taking that one for sure.
Paul, to go back to Brad for a second, he referenced it with Katie in the in-game interview, and he just said it again in the room that sometimes the hockey gods just sort of do what they're going to do. You've been around this game a long time. How much of a factor is that sometimes that when a guy goes through something like this?
I do believe you get the appropriate perspective shift when you deal with something outside of the game that's clearly more important than the game. And it's not a fault of the game. It's that pro sports is very intense and it's every single day, and you become myopic in that, and you almost have to be a performer like he is, and you lose sight of the things in the world that other people go through. Until it touches you. So he got fully immersed in that. And I'd like to think, and you hope and you see in players, they come back and they put their skates on, they get back on the ice, it becomes a fun place for them again. Brad's case, he seems to be having fun every time he's on the ice, but I do believe that perspective is good. And it's as much as when we do an awful lot of hospital visits here, as much as it is for the kids, and that's the driver of it. There's also a really good gift back from those kids when we go to those things, because the perspective is put squarely in the right place.
On the ice, Brad Marchand seems to have picked right up where he left
Yeah.
off in the postseason. Just every game, he's a factor somehow.
He's so what you would expect then, maybe looking at it, he had all those years of playing with Patrice Bergeron, but had figured out how to play with him, right? So there's this great balance there. Selke Award winner, and the Salazar's points are coming, so there's both. And he has that with Lusterin and Lundell. I'm not comparing Lundell yet to Bergeron. He had 5 or 6 Selke Awards. So, but he has the ability to figure out who he's playing with and how to play the game off them.
Thoughts on Sebrango's debut?
Oh, I liked it. It was predictable. It was hard. It was fast. He looked confident. I didn't think that he chunked any pucks because he was nervous. I didn't think he tried to force anybody. He looked like a guy who had a really clean understanding of what his game is, and just showed it quietly in some ways. He skated well, not afraid to throw the body. I liked his game.
And Bob, the last minute of overtime,
He was serving him back there for a little bit. It was like that is almost a really good example of what Sergey is great at now and has to be, because long stretches of that was just regroups, right? There's nothing going on, and then it comes. And, you know, I think they tied the game on their 17th shot. That's what he's been getting here, too. There's stretches where there's not much going on, and then you get the 2 power plays, or he has to make 1 or 2 really big saves. There's an experience and a mental toughness that goes to be good at that.
And just that chemistry between Lundell, Lusterine, and Marchand, just that they've been springing that breakaway now at least.
Yeah, it
Others.
happened. It happened almost instantaneously. I mean, I think we played him, Marshy, around because we had some injuries, but the idea was he was eventually going to go with those 2 guys, and then as soon as he did, there's something there for sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.